Namaskar, everyone, and welcome to my vlog. Are we living in a simulated reality? Now, that is a question that I am very curious what you think about. Because obviously, we aren't, right? I mean, if we were, then wouldn't we be aware of it? But that's the dilemma. The entire point of a simulated reality would be that the participants in it or the subjects in it will not be aware that they are in a simulated reality. So it's kind of a circular question, kind of a very weird philosophical uh, exercise, an exercise of the mind for people who have too much time on their mind or on their hands. But these days, all the excess time we have on our hands is spent on phones. But that apart, I just wanted to say that simulated reality and the questions it deals with in philosophy are nothing new. They've been there since ancient history. So, for example, in Indian mythology, there is a concept of Maya. Maya Jal. So that reminds me of Maya Jal comics, which used to have Phantom and Mandrake and I don't know, maybe Flash Gordon also. So I'm not really clear about my Maya Jal comics recollection, but I do know that Maya, the concept of illusion in Indian mythology, is kind of pertinent to the simulated reality question, which means that are we living in an illusion created by somebody or something else? And if we are, then are we going to be aware of it in the future? Or are we going to continue living like this? Because I think, for my part, I am sorry, the phone is ringing, and I will just take a moment to mute it. And that has woken up Advitya as well. But she's a good girl and she will go back to sleep. And we can get back to this one sided conversation about whether we are living in a simulated reality or not. So, when Advitya dreams, that brings me to my next reason for not believing that we are living in a simulated reality. I see her dreaming and she smiles in her dreams. Sometimes she wakes up with a start because something has startled her in her dreams. And I think that is proof that our minds are not making stuff up as we go along because that's what sleeping and dreaming is for. I mean, sleeping has lots of other functions as well, but dreaming, when the mind is just flowing and giving out random stuff, that is, I think, the clearest uh, proof that this, when we are awake, is not a dream. Lucid dreaming, of course, I'm interested to know this as well. How many of you are aware that you are dreaming in your dreams? Sometimes, not always, because I myself have given a lot of thought and a lot of practice to myself in recognizing that I'm in a dream and waking up gradually from it, or even trying to uh, react to things, the weird random things that happen in dreams, trying to react to them in sort of a rational manner like I would in waking life, which is a beautiful movie, rotoscope movie by Richard Linklater. You should check it out if you haven't seen it. It offers some really interesting perspectives about dreaming and waking. And I think that the simulated reality thing does not hold too much water, even though Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, that awesome Max book by Douglas Adams, had at the start of one of its parts 2 pages. One page says that the universe is created by somebody to baffle people, and as soon as we figure out that we are in a simulated reality, it will be instantly replaced by something even more complex, bizarre, and ununderstandable. And then the second page, as soon as you flip it, says that there are people who say that this has already happened, which is again a paradox in which you can't know whether your simulated reality is instantaneously at this moment replaced by something, and you know the complexity of it will be that you won't even come to know. All right. So Elon Musk, of course, is another great proponent, or I would say, uh, a firebrander, a fire starter sort of person who digs up this topic in various places. And then, of course, there's Neil deGrasse Tyson, who was a proponent, or I won't say a proponent, but who did give it some thought. And then I think on an episode of Star Talk, one of his guests gave him a good explanation about it, about why we aren't in a simulated reality. And he said that that's the best thing, and he stopped thinking about it. And that brings me to The Big Bang Theory. I was recently rewatching The Big Bang Theory, and I came across that episode in which Neil deGrasse Tyson makes a cameo appearance. So very nice to see, good scientific minds like Neil deGrasse Tyson, Stephen Hawking, uh, Professor Smoot, who is a Nobel Prize winner, unlike Stephen Hawking, who unfortunately passed away without a Nobel. Totally deserved, I guess, but the machinations of the Nobel Committee elude us normal mortals, just like I think Gandhi, who is another famous person who did not get a Nobel Prize. But anyway, that has spiraled into celebrity, and I didn't intend for that to happen. But what I do request from you is to share your thoughts about simulated realities, about real reality, about waking life and dreams and everything under the sun. So I will ask you, and I will quote The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy again. What is it that interests you in life? And what is it about life, the universe, and everything that you would like to share? Share with me in the comments and smash that sub button for Awesome Max Fun. I'm Akshat, as a thousand of you already know to your disadvantage, but I hope you are getting some fun out of it. And thank you so much for watching. It's a weekend, so I have little bit, a few moments of time on my hands, and I thought I will share my thoughts with you. Okay, then, so this long and winding video draws to a close. Namaste, take care, and stay safe.